In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use the new ChatGPT image generation model to create fully animated stories with consistent characters, completely free. The best part? It's so straightforward that anyone can do it, even if you've never made a video before. We'll start by using ChatGPT to generate our characters, visuals, and the entire storyline. After that, we'll use a separate AI tool to animate the visuals and bring them to life. And finally, I'll show you how to edit the scenes together with background music and sound effects using CapCut. Let's jump into the first part of the process. When it comes to creating animated stories, ChatGPT is incredibly powerful. We'll be using a specialized GPT model designed specifically for story-driven animations. To get started, open up ChatGPT and click on the GPTs option found on the right-hand side. In the search bar, type Animation Script Builder and select Start Chat. This GPT lets you build custom animated scripts simply by describing the story you want to tell. Let's say I want to make a story about a girl who discovers a secret tunnel in her grandmother's garden. I'd write a prompt like this. Write a 3D animated story about a girl who finds a hidden tunnel under a tree in her grandmother's backyard during a summer visit. Once you press enter, the GPT will ask you some questions to fill in the details, such as how many characters are involved, how they should look, and what animation style you'd like. Now, you'll want to respond with a prompt that answers those questions clearly. For example, there are two main characters, a curious young girl and her elderly grandmother. Please choose the characters' features and design them in a Pixar style. Once that's done, the model will create detailed character descriptions based on your input. The next step is to generate images of these characters. To do that, ask ChatGPT to visualize them as consistent image prompts for use in each scene. Click Generate, and ChatGPT will create visual outputs of both characters based on your selected style. And just like that, you'll have characters that look like they've stepped out of a professional animated movie. Now that we've got our characters designed, the next step is to build the actual script and story. This is where the GPT we're using really shines. To kick things off, just type a prompt like, generate the script and visuals for the first scene. Make sure to include the format you want. I'll choose a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is perfect for YouTube videos. Once that's done, ChatGPT will create an image prompt specifically tailored for that first scene. Here's the result it generated. You'll then follow the same method for the rest of the shots. For each one, just prompt, create the image for the next scene in 16:9 aspect ratio. I've now completed generating all the images for my video, and what's really impressive is that the AI maintains full character consistency across every scene. Once you've got all your scene images ready, the next step is to turn those still frames into animated video clips. There are plenty of AI tools out there that can do this, but most of them require a subscription or paid plan. That's why we're going to use a tool called Kling AI, which gives you a decent amount of free credits, enough to animate your entire project if you're careful. Head over to Kling AI and create a free account using your email. After signing in, navigate to the video section on the right. This is where the image animation feature lives. Start by clicking the upload button and choose the image for your first scene. Now remember the image to video prompt ChatGPT provided earlier when we generated that shot? You'll want to go back, copy that prompt, and paste it into the box provided here. Before you hit generate, here's a quick tip I discovered to enhance the look of your animation. Click on Inspiration and Presets and choose one of the movement templates. A good one to start with is Camera Zoom In. This gives your animation a nice dynamic feel, especially for establishing or emotional shots. Once you've selected your preset, go ahead and hit Generate. Here's what the final animated result looks like. At this point, just repeat the animation process for each of your remaining images. One by one, turn each frame into a short animated clip. Here are a few examples of how my animations came out. They look smooth, expressive, and totally story-ready. Now let's move on to the next important step, adding voiceovers to your animated scenes. Earlier, when we had ChatGPT write out the scene scripts, it also included bits of character dialogue. For example, in scene 2 of my story, the girl says, "It smells like sunshine and strawberries out here." To bring that line to life, We'll use a text-to-speech tool, and one of the best and most realistic out there right now is 11 Labs. So head over to 11 Labs, click on the Text-to-Speech tab, and paste in the line of dialogue you want to convert to audio. You can browse through the available voices and choose one that fits your character's tone and personality. Once you've picked a voice, hit Generate Speech. Now, sometimes the voice might mispronounce a word or sound a little off, so feel free to regenerate it once or twice until it sounds natural. When you're happy with it, just download the audio file. Next, go back to Kling AI and open the animated clip that needs this voiceover. Click on Lip Sync, then choose Upload Local Dubbing and upload the voice file you just created. Once you hit Generate, Kling will automatically sync the lip movements of the character with the voice. No manual adjustment needed. Now continue this same process for any other clips that include spoken lines. One by one, generate the voiceovers, upload them to Kling, and let the tool handle the lip syncing for each scene. The final step is stitching everything together into a polished video. You can use any editing software for this step. Personally, I often use Premiere Pro, but since this tutorial is focused on completely free tools, we'll go with CapCut. Start by launching CapCut and creating a new project. Import all your animated video clips into the media library. Then drag each clip onto the timeline in the correct order, scene by scene. You can trim out any awkward transitions or dead space to tighten the pacing. Now for the final step, and honestly, this one can make or break your entire video: sound design. A lot of creators skip or rush through this part because they don't know where to find quality sound effects without paying, but I've got a completely free solution for you. Head over to a site like Pixabay. Not only do they offer free stock photos and videos, but they also have a massive library of sound effects you can use for your project. Once you're on the site, click on the Sound Effects tab and use the search bar to find the sounds you need. When you find the sound you want, just hit the download button and it'll be added to your collection. Now spend a little time gathering all the sound effects needed for each scene. I've gone ahead and added all the effects to my video, and as you can see, there's quite a lot layered in. That's what really brings the story to life. Before I show you how the full video turned out, if you found this tutorial useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more AI storytelling tips and creative tools you can use for free. All right, let's take a look at how the finished animation turned out.
It smells like sunshine and strawberries out here.
And just wait till you see the backyard, my little explorer.
Hey, look at this. What's that?